Scissors like this are notorious for getting their tips bent or getting holes in other things in your craft bag, so let's grab a couple pieces of leather here and make a case. As usual, we start with a basic template. I've cut it to the size that I want, making sure that the point of the scissors is not going to hit the very bottom. Once I get everything put together, it'll make sense. So let's get this transferred to some leather and get it cut out. I cut the back and the front panels of my case, making sure that everything fits very nicely, and also ensuring that since we're not going to wet mold this, the top panel here needs to be slightly larger than the bottom panel so that the scissors will have enough room to slide in. Trust me, it'll make sense when you're making the design. So besides the front and the back panel, I will also be freehanding some straps here out of these other extra scrap pieces of leather. So this is the basic design that I've come up with so far. I'm still going to do a little bit more trim work on it. And that strap down there at the bottom is kind of going to be custom fit at the very end. Let's get some markings put on these. There's all my rivet holes, as you can see, and all my stitch lines. Let's get this all dyed up. Everything's dyed, and you can see that strap, the one end of that, like I was talking about, is cut at an angle. That'll make sense when I'm putting it together, and you'll see how it kind of comes through on the side, and it's completely hidden on the rest of the design. So once we're to this point, all we got to do is start knocking in some rivets. So let's do it. So that's how everything went together, and now I have sewn the front and back panel on as the last step there. Still need to finish up all the edges. You can see kind of how that works and how I hid that strap when it came across the back because I ran that center rivet through it. So there we go. Let's move on and get the final test fit completed. All the edges have been finished off. All the trim work's been done. Everything looks good. That's how you do a very simple case for a pair of scissors. Now I can throw these scissors in another bag or something like that. I don't have to worry about them poking holes in anything. I can also put them on a belt if I needed to, or some other type of, garment. It's got that loop on the back there. I think everything turned out really nice. Now, hopefully this video gave you some ideas of how you can make a case for a pair of scissors you might have lying around. And if it did, well, I'd appreciate that thumbs up like. Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know how your project turned out. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.